Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to episode 15 of my Total War Warhammer 2 Vampire Coast Let's Play as Luthor Harkon. Remember as always to check the description to find the playlist and any other relevant information, such as the mods I'm using, the music, or my PC specs. Episodes of this series are posted on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or at least try to, and as always, please do consider sharing it, liking the videos, or commenting to help the series grow. Now, in the last episode, we had bolstered our strength and waged a war on the west side of Lustria, namely against the Spine of Sotek dwarfs, as they stand between Luthor Harkon and various lizardmen factions that we need to unearth in order to find the hidden Slann artifacts that could help him put his mind back together. It's simple, it's straightforward. Come on, get with the program. Now, we also moved over to the old world with Penny Wake. We landed, and we've now recovered some of her strength, and we're now poised to take ARANESSA SALTPSITE's empire right out from underneath her, although the odds are now sort of stacked against us because we waited a bit too long. But I said in the previous episode we were going to do it, so we're going to do it. So essentially the situation here is that we have Penny Wake roaming around the territories, bringing up her replenishment, a little bit of the army, and we're now in striking distance of both ARANESSA SALTPSITE and the city or town of Lucini. I think we're going to go for Lucini. It's got a smaller army inside of it, of course it's got a garrison, and then as soon as we take it, ARANESSA no doubt is going to move in on us. So we're going to have to hopefully win by a lot, maybe raise some dead, and then just hunker down and try and defend, and maybe just hope she actually goes back to Sartosa itself, which would be great. Now before we do that, before we take on this challenge, just want to mention big apologies for being so flippin' inconsistent with this series. It's got to be my most inconsistent series, and this time it really wasn't my fault. My PC broke last week again. It's the third time it's gone back to the manufacturer, which is CyberPower. Third time sending it back, the cooler basically broke, which means if you turn on the PC, it just overheats within a couple of minutes and then shuts down. So don't know what the hell's going on with them, but I keep having the same flipping problems with them, so it's really frustrating. As soon as I was getting back into the swing of things, I just had the rug pulled out from underneath me and I couldn't do anything, so apologies for that. But in the meantime, I started a series in Project Zomboid because I had played that before, saved up a bunch of footage, and then I just edited it on my laptop. So if people are curious or interested in that game, please do consider checking out that series as well. And it's so funny, just before, again, we jump in, I thought the series would well and truly be over by the time Warhammer 3 rolls around, but now it's like looking kind of dicey whether that's going to be the factor or that's going to be the case or not. We'll have to see. Alright, without any further dilly-dallying, here we are with our 20 units, not even full strength, going into, basically, like I said, biting off more than we can chew, giving ourselves a real challenge. We're landing on the continent here, and we're going to be waging war with two factions because these guys are allied to Clan Scryer. There she is there, ARANESSA. There shall be all the more slaves for my ranks. And that's Clan Scryer, which we kind of had a look at before when we were kind of venturing up there. We encountered them and I decided, no, we'll back off for a while. And this climate's all apparently good for us. So maybe we carve out a little empire of our own here. Penny Wake's empire. She could like mutiny against us. That'd be quite a cool thing, wouldn't it? If the game and system was dynamic enough where if you had a disloyal general, they literally split from your empire. That'd be kind of neat, Civil War style. Alright, here we go. So let's have a look at what we've got and what the situation is. Now this, I think, is actually a city, not an unwalled settlement. And the reason I know that is because Lucini, yeah, there it is. Look at this crazy little settlement, 3 bridges leading in. The reason I know that is because when filming the first episode, I was going through the maps in the game to kind of showcase, you know, hey, we're going to see some cool maps, and this has a really awesome port in it. And this is one of the maps I showed. So I knew going into this that this wasn't a typical, it's not even a land battle, so it's going to be even tougher to take, but should be easier to defend if we do manage to take it. So that's kind of my gamble here. Now, obviously we've got 4 mortars, we've got 3 animated hulks, we have our Mourngulls, a unit of zombie-powered gunnery mobs. They're going to be the sort of splash damage unit. And then we've got our Sirens, which we're going to read about once we get into the battle. Now, coming up against this is Cat Vole. Not too worried about her, although I don't know what... Oh, she's level 15. Hey, look at this, 15v15. And she's sitting on a rotting Promethean. She got that stank. Because it's rotting, of course. And then the garrison itself has got Depth Guard and rotting Prometheans. So it's not going to be easy. And it says we're going to lose. And then we've got another battle after this. And we've actually got the Dead Man's Chest, giving us extra armor to our Mongols. And then our Scarecrow banner, giving us a -10 to leadership of those around us for Pennywake herself. Let's go. Alright, it's a particularly gloomy or miserable day, it seems. As is quite typical with Vampire Coast settlements. Now, I have seen this settlement before, like I said, but I've never actually fought on it before. And let's just do a quick gamble. Okay, wow. We had 3 winds of magic and now we've got 1, so that was not good. Gambling never pays. Well, we know it sometimes does. Alright, we'll start our deployment, but basically just to have a quick overview of the settlement. We have 3 bridges leading in to this sort of hybrid Bretonnian empire, and dare I even say high elf architecture that's going on here. Classic user-made map. But it's a cool layout, so props to the creator for that. And who's to say we wouldn't have a coastal settlement with a bit of a mishmash of everything anyway, eh? I don't know the lore. Maybe there's a reason for it. So we have our first bridge leading in over there, a second bridge leading in over here into this sort of kill box, where it's very weird looking, this weird lumpy hill that then leads into the town proper. Like, that's when we get into the actual streets and buildings. This is almost like a mini little kill box, like I said, but it's weirdly raised. It's not like evenly raised to look down here. They kind of have an advantage here, but then it also kind of goes down that way, so it's a bit strange. And then we've got a third bridge leading in here, and this is the port I was telling you about, so it's so cool, isn't it? This would have featured in the first episode, I think, just for some quick overview shots. Look at these naval vessels, multiple naval ships. It's almost like they were planning on doing naval battles. Almost. Because we've got different types of ship here. And these are the in-game assets. These aren't modded in. You can't mod in your own models, as far as I know. But you can see the low res. These are intended to be in the distance. But it's still cool, nevertheless, looking at them. The Empire trade ships. And they actually feature in the Vampire Coast trailer. You can see them firing their cannons and things. Which is, it's all just cinematics, I guess. Alright, cool. Very, very cool looking settlement. It's a very different place to fight. Gonna be taking my time with it. People rightfully were saying, oh, the battles are feeling very scrappy. And you know it, and they're not gonna change. Let's just quickly take a look at our sirens. And we'll read about them very quickly, and then move on. Their howls turn even the bravest sailors stark white, spearing their souls like a lance through the heart. In the dark, dingy taverns of filthy, pirate-infested places like Sartosa, tales are told of the ethereal horrors that haunt the most cursed corners of the oceans. The Vampire Coast is the most notorious of such places, and around its perilous shores and rocky outcrops, where many a galleon has met its end, there lurk the ghostly sirens. With howls that can turn even the bravest men stark white, spearing their souls like a lance through the heart and causing them to die of shock. They are like the tomb banshees of the old world, tortured souls of evil sorceresses who fear crossing the void to face whatever punishment awaits them for their malevolence. A single siren is a horrific thing to encounter, but it is not unheard of for the necromantic lords of the sea to bind them into terrifying groups to serve their nefarious purposes. Now, apologies, because I think we actually did read that before. It's very familiar anyway, if we didn't. But it has been a week since I've played, and my memory is that of a goldfish. Alright, still cool though, love it, in fact. Normally they're on their own, but of course Pennywake has pulled them together, wrangled them together. And she's now leading them. Also, the grass is looking quite cool, especially when we throw that blur on. Alright, nice. Let's get ready. So, we've got 3 bridges. How do we attack? Now, there's 2 capture points, and there is a timer. So, I guess in theory we could capture them. There's also several towers. And they're capture points. No, it doesn't look like these towers fire, do they? I don't see where the actual zone is to capture it. Oh, maybe there. God, that's so weird. I guarantee... Well, actually, I don't guarantee. I was going to say, I bet you the AI has no idea of that, but I think they do seek out the capture points. Alright. Tricky. Alright, well, let's have a look at what we've got. So we have 3 doses of animated hulks. Let's just lay out our mortars in the middle. I know they're going to go there just because that way they've got good access to the entire settlement. I'm going to pop 2 animated hulks with 1 chevron somewhere in the middle, and they can push in. And then we've got the other animated hulks. Maybe they can come out on this side. We'll get the Mourngulls to run in, and we'll get the Sirens to run in. Because if they go in fast enough, maybe we can get there first. Maybe. We'll just see. We'll see what happens. Because I'd be surprised if they deploy on these spots. Although they very may well do. Just gonna change that song. And then really, I don't know. At that point, I just need to see where they're going to end up being. We've got obviously anti-large. We want to throw in against those rotting Prometheans and such. Gunners as well, of course. They're a real big priority to keep them alive. So I might send them in this way. All depends on what kind of angle can they get on the streets. I'm not too sure. Send in a couple with them. And Pennyway can go over that way actually as well. Because she can make units. And if we wait for the Winds of Magic to build up a bit, we can spawn units and they won't even die until the Winds of Magic falls below 25. Because of how binding works. Infantry, yeah, let's just get the regular infantry down that way. Alright, it's got to commit to it. Let's begin. We'll react. If things go wrong, we'll react later. Nothing in the middle. Wow, it looks like there's nothing over on this side. At least that we can see. I'm just looking at the radar. That's the situation. Maybe I'll pull back actually from this side then. Because we're going to be in range of guns and stuff, so I'll just pull back with them for now. That's the Mourngulls. Animated hulks. Let's start shifting them in. No one's in the kill box, which is very fortunate. And the range of our mortars is getting close. Maybe we'll just pop them even just here. Who else do we have then? Splash gunners, etc. Where's Penny? Penny's over on the right side. Yeah, I might wait to push in on that left end before we really come in here with these. Now, they had a mortar, don't they? I'm not seeing it, though. Is that it? No, don't know where it is. Don't know where their mortar is. Well, we're in on the left. The Sirens are in, and they've captured this tower. So that's nice.
Deckhands.
It's not even close to deckhands. It's straight up dickhands, isn't it? Like, I mean, I can't get over it every time. It's like some sort of makeshift amphitheater here. Can we sneak around that way? It looks like we can, yeah. Oh, there's the mortar. Good find. Maybe the Sirens could just come swooping in around the back. What's their speed? 50. That's not bad. Considering everything else is super slow, right? 25. They're twice as fast as a regular unit. I reckon we do that. I reckon we snipe them. And are these all stealthy? They are. They're hidden. Look at that. Man, I feel like a gamer. Alright, cool. Sorry. We'll just move with these two dick hands. We'll move one that way. Oh god. Move another that way. A friend of mine who works at CA told me the name of the guy that recorded, one of the people that recorded some of those voices, and now I can't get it out of my head because I knew him in real life. So when I hear him going, ugh, I just think, oh god. Lawrence, what are you doing? I didn't even mean to start firing. This is perfect. Start whittling them down before we get into it. Not to be too cheesy, but we do have to be careful coming in here. Remember, we're going to be fighting a second battle after this, and that's the real fear. Let's get some of those deck gunners up ahead of there. Sorry, they're not deck gunners, they're hand cannons. Above deck. I want to make sure I'm giving you the cinematics, giving you the feel. Oh, that's cool. They've actually taken some damage. The spires, I think. Awkward angle, I guess, to fire over. I guess we can move these in further now. Maybe if they were just down even here, they could get a nice arc. Alright, how's the plan? Our sirens are doing a good job. They're just slowly moving that way. I've told them just to walk. Don't want them to get too tired. Our infantry are going through the streets right now. On this blustery day. Feels like England, actually. Right now the weather is pretty much like this. Although maybe not as heavy on the rain side of things, but just the general tone and feel. I'm just going to turn off hiding foliage. Don't need to do it in a city. Aha! They are firing back on us now. Alright, we need to put the pressure on then on the other sides. Are we firing with these guys yet? Yeah, they're like shotguns almost. They're firing like 2 or 3 at a time. Oh man, they sound so cool. Good. Alright, let's send in the animated hulks then. No need to wait any longer. Let's tell these to capture that. Mortars are on the way. Right side's looking okay. They're actually hitting the trees and stuff when they're firing. Actually, they're hitting their own unit. Yeah, they just killed one of their own Feldbats. Now I'm starting to feel kind of good because we're getting decent winds of magic here. How much is Drowned Dead? It's sorry, at 9. Okay. Just get Penny to call one of these in because as long as we're over 25, they will not die. So we've got a few free units we want to use first as we make our way in. And our gunners are here too, actually, thinking about it. Alright, combat has begun. Easy first fight, anyway. The mortars are in. Let's get them up on that hill then. Perfect. Love it. Alright, great. Let's go. Gonna get those sirens to come in now. And we'll put pressure on the pole arms here at the front just with these 2 regular melee units. So the 2 regular melees are just gonna come up, engage the pole arms. They have the bats, which is a bit of a concern, and then the sirens are gonna come around from behind. Alright, looking good. So far, we have a plan and it's kind of working. So our sirens have been uncovered. How are we looking? We're looking okay. The free company that are trying to get out are getting gunned down. Love to see it. Alright, let's start pushing in with everyone. Bring Penny Wake in as well. And we have our Mourngulls coming in as well. Nice. Let's move up the pole arms. There's rotting Prometheans and things over there. A little danger close on those mortars. I'm going to tell them to stop firing just for a sec. A little danger close there. A little bit. How's the sirens doing? Not actually as fast. Killing them as fast as I thought they would. Oh, these are actually deck droppers. I thought they were Feldbats. That's not good. Because we can't take them out from the ground. Let's bring over our hand cannons and maybe we can fire up at them. Don't know if that's a good matchup or not. But we'll find out. Could certainly be firing back on these guys now, couldn't we? There's a bloated corpse chilling over there. Alright, sirens have done their job. Let's see if we can hit the deckhands mob from behind. Actually, no, we'll hit these ones from behind. So we're going to come down that street here into the backs of the polearms and the melee. And the gunnery mob, we're going to try and get in range of the deck droppers. Worried about those bloated corpses because they just do so much damage so quickly. Tell our guys to shoot the rotting Prometheans. Don't know if it's really going to do much from here, but we'll see. And get those pole arms in as well. Just tell them to get in there. Animated Hulks and rotting Prometheans. So yeah, they just ran forward. I don't know why. I thought they would have had range at the for a unit that's as big as a rotting Promethean, but I guess not. Sirens are in at the backs there. Good to see. Love to see it. Nice. Told them to fire up now. Oh, some good hits. Bit of damage done. Our units aren't doing too good there. I'm going to bring the Sirens back now to hit into the back of that unit again. And everyone else can go that way. And we can bring some Animated Hulks this way as well. Animated Hulks might take a good amount of damage from the bloated corpses without too much of a problem, I hope. But ultimately, you should really be shooting them, right? How are things on the right side? Not so bad. They've been told they can fire, but no one really is. Pole arms are just coming in now. We just lost the unit that we'd spawned in, so it's not a terrible loss right now. Now, I might bring Pennywake over to heal some people as well. That's another thing we could do. Yeah, I'm going to send the Animated Hulk to the bloated corpse and just hope that it doesn't do too much damage, please. It's a bit of a gamble on my part. I don't really know if this is going to work. I mean, it hurt them, but it wasn't so bad, yeah? Alright, Sirens are going to circle around. Those deck droppers are almost dead. I'll bring the gunners back around now to the right. Nice. Alright, if we go around the right side, maybe we'll send our Mourngulls around there and they can jump on the Zombie Pirate Deckhands mob that's over there. Where's Pennywake? Pennywake's in here. Maybe stick with the Mourngulls or something and you can buff them. I'm gonna buff one of the mob units real quick and then keep moving. Trying to pull my pole arm, or I'm sorry, my Animated Hulks away from here because the pole arms are gonna kick their ass. Alright, we won the fight over here. Let's just capture this zone. Not that it really matters, but if we do end up capturing the other one, we can win that way. And let's move the mortars in now. Come on, gunners. Start shooting. They're starting to take some damage. Actually, Pennywake's going to have to come over here. Bit confused because I just thought I told these to come in. There we go. Alright, where's Penny? Oh wow, she's all the way up here. It's a little risky, but I'm gonna risk it. Let's... How do we get over? I don't know. I'll try to get to these. Oh, they're gonna die. Yeah, there's no way I can keep one of them. One of them's gone, I think. Unless I got them off map. That's the only hope. They have 1,300 health points. Penny's range is... Yeah, she would need to get down the street, I think. Even then, I just don't think it's gonna happen. Oh, some units are running back. Oh, goddamn. We could maybe keep that one alive, actually, if we keep bringing Penny this way. They're on 300 health. Oh, I might have been able to do it, maybe, but it's just... Yeah, it's not good enough. We'll heal the other one. Am I a complete jackass? I think I am. The Mourngulls have all died. And I don't know how that happened. Obviously after letting them die. We have Cat Vaughn or whatever her name is there on her rotting Promethean. So we're just going to zoom in and see if we can start shooting them. Animated hooks can come this way. Penny can come this way. I have actually taken a lot of losses. I thought I was doing really good. Now it feels like not so much. I think we've got enough for the defense, though. I'm glad we didn't lose so many gunners, but the gunners haven't really done anything. I've been struggling to get like an angle. I thought they could kind of shoot from here, you know? Can't you shoot him? Or her? I guess not. I can't even see her. She's stuck behind that statue right now.
Undead.
Now we've got our gunners coming around the back here, so they can definitely shoot in, right? In a second. Virtually no excuse for them. Cat Vole taking pretty good damage there. Let's just heal these guys. My lord is under attack. She's fine though. Don't worry about it. So these are just fell bats, but they haven't landed, so we can't engage them. I mean, this is it. There's not many units left. This is kind of it. I guess if we just run back and take this zone, then we win, right? Alright, start shooting. I haven't seen these guys shoot at all. It's more like it. Just, oh, once you get that line of sight. That's basically like it. I think it was just a like back turn, shot in the back of the head. Take the volley. Let's go. Nice. Alright, let's shoot those enemy animated hulks as well in a sec. My units are crumbling. I really just need them to not crumble. And Cat Vole is almost dead as well here. See, I feel like you should be able to shoot that. They're popping a butt. You know, she's huge. She's almost dead anyway. They're crumbling like crazy. And we're capturing the thing. The bats have moved down. Oh my god, there's a gunnery mob right here. That could have been devastating. Come on, we're just waiting for them to drop out of the sky now, really. I actually thought I did pretty good, but we have taken a lot of losses all the same. Alright, there we go. Close victory at the end of the day. Hopefully we have enough to handle what comes our way afterwards.
Is the sea.
Alright, there we go. A close victory. I think we lost something like 40% of our army, so maybe not that good. We lost those Morngulls. I have no idea how they died. I'd have to go back and watch it or something and see. And we also lost the zombie pirate gunnery mob with the hand cannons towards the end, I guess. Damn. Saw how I lost the animated hulks. That's okay. But yeah, the Morngulls is the biggest question for me, because we sent them around on the right. There was 10 of them, full health. And then I look back a minute later, maybe 2 minutes later, and they're dead. And I thought I was sending them into, you know, not against pole arms or anything, so... Well, there you go. So we're just going to occupy it. Don't want to sack or anything like that. We want to get in here. At least it seems like it'll be a good place to defend.
Don't mind us.
Cat Vole has been killed in battle. Level 15. Pennywake taken names. Dawnstone gained. Mission issued a new thing. So we have ARANESSAs there. We can see more now. 2 Cyrene units, 2 Necrophax Colossus, 2 Mortars. The rest is pretty normal and average stuff. And then herself on a Rotting Promethean. So, what can we get? We can get the Ogre Mercenaries if we wanted to run some cavalry out. Or the Man-Eaters. Anti-large. Look at that healing as well. That would be nice. Can't we get... Yes, we can get Regiments of Renown. The Tide of Skjold. Anti-infantry aquatic resilience. And then we can also get anti-large gunners, the black spot. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Pirate King's personal band of zombie gunmen are a toxic mixture of black powder and noxious imbuements. Yeah, we'll get both of these. The black spot, the pirate known as Lucky Levi, met his end at the ends of his own after dabbling in black magic with his lucky rabbit's foot. The fool was trying to raise zombie deckhands for his crew, but his first mate was not best pleased at being replaced by the walking dead, and so shivved his captain while he slept. But Levi's undead mob continued to serve their master, throwing the first mate and the rest of the living crew overboard, and scuppered Levi's ship. Which is why I only work on ships crewed entirely by the undead. The living tend to get a bit uppity when you start bringing their dead friends back. The undead are a much more reasonable folk, said the resident necromancer in reply to the quartermaster. The captain, who had been patiently listening, then spoke. Be that as it may, Mr. Gibbs, can you override the rabbit foot to give us control of his crew? A few extra bodies never go amiss. The vampire passed a half-moldy rabbit's foot to Mr. Gibbs. The necromancer picked it up and sniffed it. Oh yeah, definitely some potent dark magic in this thing. Seems Levi knew his stuff. Give me a week, and I'll give you your new crewmen, Captain. And that's how we got the black spot. Next one, Tide of Skjold. Try to read this kind of quickly as well. Just north of Norska, there will be a little-known expanse of ocean known as the Kraken Sea. It's important to them crackpot Northmen of the nearby coastline of Skjold, who dropped the remains of their fallen warriors there. To them, there'd be great favor to be had being eaten up by those mutated sea monsters of chaos, but some of these souls are rejected by the fickle gods, marooned underwater and forsaken till the right juju gets them up and killing again. That's all well and good, but why are they naked? The vampire captain pointed out to the quartermaster as another half-frozen corpse was winched aboard. Oh right, that's because their kinsmen didn't throw their weapons or armor in with them. Waste of good iron, the lifeless quartermaster explained. The captain sighed. Great, so we have to arm and clothe them too. This day just keeps getting better. Look at the bright side, Captain, said the ship's necromancer, looking over the bodies. The Norskins spend their entire lives fighting, drinking, and sailing. They're practically the perfect pirates. On top of that, the cold of the Kraken Sea has made these bodies tough. And the Norse of Skjold don't like their mutations, so we don't need to worry about chaos influence too much. Bodies are bodies, Mr. Gibbs, but the Admiral wants these particular ones, so we get them. Carry on, the captain said, turning back towards their cabin. Will do. Pass the flensing knife, Smith. This next part is delicate. This is awesome. I love this stuff. It's all just added lore from the lore mod. I like how it's like the same character dealing with all the units that are coming aboard and everything. It's so cool. Hope people don't mind me reading it. I love it, though. It's interesting. Right, so Pennywake is leveled up. We can increase the invocation and a heck from 1 to 2. So the amount of hit points stays the same, but the chance of miscast goes down. And the cooldown goes down as well, generally. And I think we'll leave it. I can't remember what we'd been giving her before, actually. She's got 2 out of 3 here. Post-battle income is increased. That's actually pretty nice. Might just go with that one. Hit points 8%. She actually has pretty... yeah, gives her an extra 400 hit points. Put her on a Rotting Promethean. Everyone else has it, but I don't think so. I like her being on her own. Always ready. Ammunition 8%, speed 8% now. I guess you ultimately want to get into here, right? So let's go with evasion. 20% speed, 10% melee defense, and 20% acceleration constantly on herself. Evasion. Alright, cool. So we got 2 units, but we can also raise dead. Now we've got 2 free slots. I'm only just wondering, do we go with ogres? Man-eaters with great weapons. Anti-large and ogre charge. I say so. To that I say yes. We won't read that now. We've done a lot of reading. We can read them when we see them in battle, maybe. I think we might have read it before, actually. But anyway. I feel like we're low on infantry. We've got lots of guns, lots of mortars, a little bit of large. Just go with the regular zombie pirate gunnery mob. And there we go. We're ready. Look at this. Not bad, right? We're almost... I guess these are way lower than it seems. But 50% strength, and these are like 30% strength. Okay. It's all about whether or not we can defend. I'm just a little on edge about it, you know? I think we'll be fine. Alright, so we have unassigned skill points for our previous battle that we fought over here, because this is all the same turn. Lady Greer. So Lady Greer, I was going to give her more spells. That's what we've been kind of focusing her with. So let's do that. Soul Blight. So essentially reduces missile damage, weapon damage, melee attack, leadership, and melee defense. Is it? Sorry, oh, it's an area. Yeah, I was just wondering if it was one unit or not. It is an area of effect. That's pretty cool. Let's get that. And then with Jim Hawkins, going to improve his training because he's kind of in charge of a new army here. Now we can also raise dead here just to bolster in case there's a counter attack or something. Let's just do that. Luthor's army is still full strength, so we'll just pop him into encampment stance. Same with Lady Greer.
Treasure is there.
Let's get even more. I thought I just got the max amount, but I guess not. Now we know that there's Dwinbar Death Dealer down here. It's a cool name, and I'm just worried that he might end up going east, which would suck, but we'll have to race around and get to him if that's the case. Tim the Stasher. Tim Stasher can stay there. Just need to check now as well on this turn where our boy Renfield is. There he is. So he's actually close enough now that we need to be checking the riddles. Is this it? Yeah, so somewhere over here, obviously. The dragon stirs, awaking with fury, but forever trapped in the ash of his own making. Well, there's obviously a volcano there, so it's probably something to do with that. I suppose there's no harm in just digging anyway. Let's see. Nope. We've encountered Ungrim Ironfist, the Slayer King. This is his home after all. It makes sense that he's here. Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking for any kind of dragon skeleton or something like that embedded on the mountain there, but I don't see anything. Oh, we'll check it next turn. Alright, let's see what else we have to do. Hero not moved. Tim the Stasher. I don't want to move him. He's kind of keeping an eye on this area. Although, what we could do is assassinate. Level 14. Thane. Yori Grimbrow, sorry. 15% chance that it'll work. 12% chance we'll be wounded. So there's a pretty low chance that we'll fail, like completely fail. So let's just try it. Failure. Okay. Our hero is not up to par in this attempt. The assassination of Grimbrow, belonging to the Swine of Sotek Dwarfs, was a failure. That's fine. Gained a little experience doing it anyway and trying it. And then I just need to do a little bit of building. We can end that turn. So there's this building here for growth. I think that's basically it. Oh, I just thought of something. I don't know if this will take effect within one turn or not, but what we could do, now that we own this territory, and she's right on the edge of it, she's not actually in it. Don't know if this will really affect things or not. But we can do Curse of the Sea Mist for 3,674. All regions belonging to you will be covered by cursed mist, causing attrition to any foreign armies. Campaign movement ranges increase for our own, and we get Vanguard deployment on a bunch of things, and then we're immune to the attrition. Alright, there we go. It's not actually as prevalent as I thought. I'm pretty sure over here it'll be pretty heavy. Yeah, we can see it really, really deeply over here. Not that it matters. It's active everywhere anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's just, if it's your territory, it's active. Maybe it visually looks like more if you have more corruption. The corrupt place is only 33%. But it is active, so it means that if they come in here, they should start taking attrition, whether they're vampires or not. It doesn't matter. And the reason I also wanted to do that was because it's part of our objectives. Complete the following rite. One way for Luthor to get around his lack of magical abilities is to use his rites. If only he can just steady himself for a second to invoke one. Perhaps some advantage can be gained. Right. So, you know, it costs 3,600. but we get two grand back, so it really only costs 1,600 at the end of the day.
Darkness.
All right, I think that's everything I can do for preparation. We're just gonna have to face up to it now. Let's begin. Well, I'm assuming that they're going to attack. I don't know. Yep. All right, so they did attack, obviously, and they didn't take any attrition, although we could see them that they were going to take attrition, but obviously I think they have to end their turn in it. There's actually some interesting rules about how the attrition works in this game, because for some things it's if you move through the area you take it, like a mountain pass, but for corruption stuff it's only if you end your turn, I think. Anyway, Dead Man's Chest, we're going to have to put this on someone else. I'm going to put the armor on these guys, because they're actually relatively low armor, so that's armor plus 10, so they're going to go up to 50 now. Give them the Dead Man's Chest. Alright, let's do the same settlement, but this time we're defending now. Alright, here we are. At least this time now we're starting off with way better Winds of Magics. That's kind of in our favor. I'm not going to gamble it. We'll just leave it. Alright, we're obviously going to have to be cognizant of the fact that they could win this battle by capturing these two areas, so we're going to have to at least have something in one of them permanently if we want to prevent that from happening. A lot better weather today. Sun is shining. Feeling fine. I'm loving this little port area. Love looking at it. Alright, let's focus up. So, let's see where they've deployed. They've actually deployed really heavily on the right. Is it? Yeah, sorry, I was just looking at the radar. They're all on the right. For some reason. Pretty much all of them as well. And there's their Necrofex Colossus. These are super cool units. That's awesome. Alright, I'm jealous that we don't have one yet. We're not going to read about them until we get our own. This is ARANESSA's SALTPSITE. We're going to try and take them down. That's for sure. Alright, I'm just pulling the seat in, getting serious. Gamer face on. That's twice in this episode I call myself a gamer. Don't know what's up with me. I have that bloated corpse. I don't know where their other one is. I want to find that other Colossus. Don't see the icon, but we can see ARANESSA. She's got a little peg leg. That must be a nightmare for balancing on top of one of these things. Hello. Alright. Yeah, weird. I guess I didn't think you could hide Necrofex Colossus, but I can't see the other one. Maybe I've just missed it, but there's definitely one there. They should have two. Alright. Okay, so what we have to do is think of where can we sit back and shoot at them reliably, you know? This isn't the best, like, angle. Obviously, there's a giant wall in the way. But they have to... They ultimately, if they're going to come through here, they have to filter down these roads. So we could, I guess, deploy some guns this way and fire in. That might work. We have our anti-large guns. So maybe gun line there. And a gun line, something like that. And then some pole arms in front. Now I know what you're thinking. In front? Are you crazy? You can't fire past your own guys. I'm hoping that they just fire at the Necrofex. They're huge. How could you not fire at that? Man-eaters! And then if things aren't going good, we'll send in the man-eaters, which are also anti-large. Let's just get rid of some of these units out of the way. Let's pop these over here for now. And then we have our mortars. Again, I think we're ultimately just going to be fighting over this area. Get the mortars like here. Sirens, maybe they could use that sneaky back attack if they, if it's uncontested. Can you get through there? No. Okay, that's good to know. Now, how do we own that? I guess we should have some unit there to just own this and fire on them a little bit at the beginning. In fact, we could put these smaller units out there. That'd be great. That'd be great for that. So just even one of them like here to own that area. And another one here just to own this area. Great. Some extra polearm dudes in there. I need to get more music. It's getting a bit repetitive. Alright, so animated hulks. We have 2 of them. Again, just leave them back in the square. I'll give you a bit of a recap of what's going on. I know I'm moving the camera a lot here. In just a sec. Pennywake is in the middle. Now she can also use her Trickster Shard to increase the miscast chance to 100%. So if ARANESSA starts throwing things our way, we'll start using that. I'm just hoping they don't decide to change their mind and come out this way, because that'd be a big pain. We have to redo everything. So we still have 3 gunner units without a job. They're sort of more of a fallback line. Okay. I think that's it. Let's just grab everything here. So what have I not put over there? These guys. The Tide of Skilled. Anti-infantry. Might send them with the Sirens. What's their speed? It's pretty slow, actually. Now, they can't be seen over here, so why not just bring them up a bit further, yeah? Alright, let's do an overview. So hopefully this is a bit clearer now. I'll just stay zoomed out. So we have their entire army basically deployed over on the right side. We've got a couple units just stationed so that the towers get activated. I might do that on these towers as well, just to activate them. We've got some units that are ready to go around on the right side if we need to. We're basically just holding the main street that has to flood in. They can't come this way. They can only come down the street. So we're holding that with polearms. We got 2 gun lines right behind it, and then several other guns and infantry stacked further and further back, the further back they go. And the mortars are here too. That's sort of the plan, right? Then we've got the we have the animated hulks that can then move in that way, or they can move around this way if we need to. So that's the plan, right? I'm planning on everything coming down this way, and hopefully the guns can take out a Necrophex Colossus if that's what happens. So just another thing then, we'll just pop a unit there, because that activates, I think, one of these towers. Maybe that tower, is it? Maybe the whole area, actually. Alright, let's go. Yeah, so that tower is active. I have no idea how to activate those gates, though. Towers are firing. So there is a unit coming that way. Close quarters infantry. It seems to be just the one, which is not bad. It means that I might send the animated hulks around this way and they can just handle it. Just gonna move them out of the way. Towers are knocking some of the bats out of the sky, which is cool. Let's just tell this tower, can we actually tell it what to fire on? Just fire on infantry then, please. So that's ultimately what we need to do, right? Oh, they got destroyed. Wow. Before they even came in. Holy crap. Right, well then the animated hulks can come back. Just watch that radar. That's where you're going to see a lot of the info that you're going to need on what's coming in and what's coming around. And ARANESSA first through the gate, basically, apart from the bats. Now the other thing is we have the Norse Roar. Oh, it's a bit slow actually. We'll still hit a unit really well. Oh wow, it's down to half strength. Do we have? Where is that other one? They had 2. I don't know. Yeah, check it out. I guess it's Sigmar. Kind of. He's got a bush. Sorry. Alright, we've been found out. The bats are here. They're just flying over us. I'm gonna send my deck droppers to engage with them. And turn my gunnery mob so when they turn the corner, hopefully we'll fire on them. ARANESSA is just bombing down the center road here, so it looks like she's going to get wrecked. I'm hoping.
Enemies swelled.
Sirens have just appeared. That was pretty cool, actually. And I'm just moving Penny Wake up right now because we're going to try to get rid of her, increase her miscast chance in a sec. Gonna tell my bats to shoot, or my gunners to fire up there. Hopefully they can do that. Alright, Necrofex is here. Big boy Necro. Oh my god, don't fire in on us again like that. That was terrible. Why won't she do the fireball? I don't get it. She's not doing it. I don't know why. Let's do another Norse Roar real quick. Alright, the gunners are firing up at least. That's good. Oh my god, she got hit by that. Alright, we need to take out the other one. There's a... Okay, he's after just detonating. Bloated corpse. All our pole arms have been destroyed, basically, by the way. Alright, I'm sending around our back attack, our sneaky back attack. And I'm sending forward the... It's time for all the strong arm units to go forward now. We'll get the man-eaters to go towards the Colossus. He's about to go down anyway, I think. Mortars are doing a good job now. Let's just heal the unit that's in there. Not that we need to keep it alive, just to increase the delay tactic. Oh my god, I didn't even see. ARANESSA's still here. Can we get the man-eaters to engage her, actually? That'd be good. And the animated hulks just pull off to the side. Now, not ARANESSA, Penny Wake. Fire a fireball on her now. Out of the way! Good. Okay, this has gone very well. That was pretty much it. Damn. Sneaky back attack coming in now. Not that it matters. Gonna be it, I think. GG. It's actually easy enough. And what's her name? ARANESSA SALTPSITE was wounded. Excuse me. It just shows you what how AI changes a battle. That if this was a player, we were being attacked down multiple streets, and how different things could be. And just like our attack, how different it could have been if they defended a little bit better. But I think it was a good plan, the way we defended that street, and ultimately things just went our way. So I'm pretty happy with it. I don't feel like I cheesed it or anything, not really. We just manned every tower, we guarded the streets, we had fallback lines and contingency plans and a back attack and things like that. I think it just went well. Alright, let's end it there. Heroic victory, by the way. Nailed it. Alright, there we go. Heroic victory for Penny Wake. That might be the first we've had of the entire series. Maybe? I don't recall if we had one before that. Now, it's all well and good winning that battle. We did lose some good chevrons of polearm units, unfortunately. And we will have Skaven to contend with as well then after this. So there's always that to think about. But the path is sort of clear now to go straight to Sartosa and lock him down if we could. So we're going to take on replenishment. I think that's probably a smarter thing to do. Do we need loyalty? No, Penny Wake's super loyal.
It is only mine.
Oh, we just got a trade for Pennywake. What is this? Consigned to the drink. Once again, the Norskins can raid and rob and plunder in peace, for now, at least. Defeated ARANESSA SALTPSITE. Income from sacking settlements 20% and passive ability regeneration when fighting at sea. Wow. That's pretty cool. I love finding those. Those are such a great idea when they came into the game. The Legendary Lord defeat traits. They're great. Bone Clipper tribes defeated. Good.
Admiral of the fleet.
So we can see Arthur Barnacle Beard.
Not this officer.
Is raising his own army here. And this place again. See, I'd just be a little less confident now going straight into this because this is depth guard. It's this would be a way more difficult, and I don't know what this city looks like at all. So I'm kind of content with just keeping this, building up our strength a little bit, maybe even hiring another admiral to help us here. One of those special ones. We can get some units back really quickly. We have global recruitment, so if we just wait a couple turns, we can also bring in some units. I think getting those ogres would be a good idea, because if we go against Skaven, we'll need something to kind of chase him down. So cavalry is super helpful. Speed 75, anything with a bit of speed. So we're at 18 out of 20. Good missiles, good for the mortars, decent large, but just low on the infantry. Again, if we could get some depth guard ourselves, that'd be pretty nice. We're recruiting some right now, aren't we? Or we're building it, maybe? Oh, it's the next tier up. You must upgrade your main settlement first. Ah, right. We need to get to tier 5. And we need 5 population surplus. So it's going to take a little while. We're going to get to the next one next turn. It's probably about 10 turns away then, before we get those units. But once we do that, then we can just globally recruit them somewhere else as well. So that's nice.
Vampire of the waves.
Cool. All right. This has been a real. I mean, that was all like one turn, but it was great. The plan worked. I can't believe it worked so flawlessly. After that first battle, I was like, oh no, we've taken too many losses, but I didn't want to say anything. And Pennywake's not immortal, so fairly risky. Because it all could have gone so wrong. So the other town is Myrmidons. We have Lucini, and the other one is Mirigliano, which is owned by Skaven, which we've now gone to war with. Big thick settlement as well.
Darkness comes.
Damn, yeah, unfortunately I think we just need to build up a little bit more. So what can we do? What should I get? I guess ultimately we just need a couple of polearm units and then we'll move out. Now we don't get them with any experience. And it just takes 2 turns. Okay. 2 turns. That's what we'll wait for. Alright, let's check out what's going over on the west. So the dwarf stayed put, and the lizardmen have moved forward. The sentinels of Z. Is it? Sentinels of Zeti, sorry. But we can just come in and take out this settlement. I was going to raise it completely now. And we'll do it with Lady Greer. Although I don't think I can take on the loyalty benefit, unfortunately. Decisive victory. Let's just auto-resolve it. I'm sure it'll be fine. They've actually built a hell of a garrison back in 1 turn. God damn.
Pistols and cutlasses ready.
So that's infamy gained, experience gained, and all of that. That's good. Great if we could fight that army as well, because then we can... Oh, we did get loyalty for it. We were on 3, right? Now we're on 4.
I smell a defector.
A defector. I know, right? Because their loyalty is low. Luthor knows. Luthor gets it. Let's go... Yeah, let's just get this other one. Aspect of the Dread Knight that we can push in and get the other things like Faded Buna and so on and so forth. Alright, so Luthor could just run up. I think we should run down, actually, sorry, and engage this town. Mine of Bearded Skulls. Holy crap, the distance we can go. I did not think we'd do it in 1 turn.
I hear voices.
Yeah, this would be a great battle, actually. So just Luthor against this. He's a little weakened from that battle, but not too bad.
He's at the door.
Can fly down with his Terrorgeist. Just really quickly. We can damage buildings. Now we don't want to do that. A Pyrrhic victory. I'm just thinking, do we retreat and go into encampment and just get back a little bit of replenishment? Are they recruiting? They're not. Because then they could move out and attack me if they wanted to, which I wouldn't even be against, because we could separate them. I just feel like we might be taking on unnecessary casualties here.
Not some smith. You what?
We have a decent array of units. Like, we've got a good gun line, but we could build it up to be even better. And we do have Queen Bess, I guess. Oh, I know I've been quite daring, but I'm going to play it a little bit safer for this turn. I'm just going to back off. And we'll just go into encampments. So we'll draw them out just for like one turn. So we'll just separate the two. So if they want to engage me, they can, but they won't have the reinforcements. And we'll at least just get back a little bit of replenishment.
Let us raid.
She's on her own now as well, so we'll do the same with her. Alright, we'll leave it at that for this turn. We'll have to leave it at that for the episode. A bit of a slower, well, not slower, just like we only did one turn, but heavy on the battles on this one. Next one, I guess, then we're going to go straight again against Dwinbar Death Dealer. Then we're going to turn on the Sentinels of Zeti. Because ultimately what we're trying to do is raise 3 more settlements belonging to Lizardmen. So once we do that, sack or raise 3 settlements for Lizardmen. Then we get our money, we get our infamy, but we progress our quest. Ultimately, we're basically ready next turn as well. When we do those 3 towns, we'll finish the chapter. So we just need 10 grand in the bank, which we'll get next turn. Just keep it that way. Try to keep it that way. And then we'll have all these chapters done and get a big payout. So I'm loving it. Everything's coming together. We just have some battles to do. Just clear out the path in front of us. Alright, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.